क्या मैं ही यहाँ जिंदा हूँ? हाँ, मैं ही यहाँ जिंदा हूँ.
Welcome to the 7th episode with Harish Budhwani. This is a mixtape of memories. Welcome, Harish.
Thank you for having me here.
Wow, having you here is like a long wait. It's like
So many hurdles.
so many hurdles. No, but I was really keen to get you when you were up north. Yeah, what were you doing up north, man?
Like I always love traveling, and like I'm a mountain lover. So, but then I used to think that okay, I'll do it later. But suddenly, from last 2 years, my thinking has changed, and it has become like let's do it now. So I thought like I'm working from home. Why not from the mountains? I stayed at a place where temperature was -10, -9 daily, and I was living in a village. So basically, very limited resources in terms of, let's say, there is no cafe, there is nothing. You just have to make your own food and everything. And so then I lived a life how people live there, and I figured out that people in the north, especially in the mountains, they live to survive, and they are very happy about it. And meanwhile, people here having all the facilities, still they are not happy.
Yeah, that's a paradox. Like, it's crazy. So mountains calling. How was the experience in the mountains, man?
It's always great. It's always great. And I did a live show there, like real live performance without any cameras or phones. And that was in a hostel. So it was pretty nice to be back. And there were other one was a Zoom gig. So that was with my friends, family, and all the other people who know me. It was very nice even the live show, because in the mountain it's so quiet and it's so peaceful. So I was kind of actually feeling better.
Right. So your song Zinda is a lot about. You told me last time when we recorded. It's about an experience that you had with some of your friends. Could you?
So that was Ahista.
Oh, that was Haista. Oh, my bad.
But like both of the songs are related to nature. So Ahista says that you should be living day by day, and each day is equally important. And instead of running, you should just slow down and observe things and appreciate them around you, like people are now doing. While Zinda is a proper song about nature and how it's like everything in nature is so meaningful, but we kind of fail to observe them.
Yeah, true. The protagonist is having a conversation with nature itself. That's amazing. Yeah, that's a cool story, like a song that has like really deep meaning. I love that song a lot. So you're still doing software, or have you resigned? Because I saw your very recent post. It's like like I thought you resigned or something.
No, I'm still there. Although I have a deadline, so I won't reveal the deadline. But yep, I have still few more months to go.
Okay, so you got a better opportunity, or is it like you're pursuing music full time? That's the reason why I'm asking it.
Okay, no, yeah, I'll be completely into music and traveling. That's the main purpose. I want to be a traveling musician. So because yeah, I think these two things mean a lot to me, and even because even traveling gives you lots of experiences and perspective, and that is very important even as a musician, because if I have to grow, I have to know the perspectives and the experiences. I need to observe a lot, and if I go out, I get to see different things, and that help in as a composer.
Yeah, that's great. Like you take all the various experiences while you're traveling. You're more to the earth side of thing, like right. You're very close to nature. You're like a nature boy, man.
Yes, I am. I won't deny.
So if there was ever supposed to be an ad for a nature boys, you're perfect fit.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, you love to do that. So like this decision, is it something that you took very consciously, or is it a decision that you said like, okay, all of a sudden, like I want to travel kind of a thing?
No, so see, I always see, inside what kind of person you are. Like if you are a person who likes to see sunsets daily, wherever you are, right? Or like if you see mountains even in city, and you still like you admire them, or if you are a beach person and you see water, whether even you are in Mumbai, and if you like to go Marine Drive daily, so what you really like. Now but for me, like obviously I was also busy like every other person. I didn't travel much in the like initial 3 years when I was doing music, because I was completely dedicated to it. But later, since my company, like people around me changed, and I saw that they are traveling a lot. And when they used to tell me like how they travel, they went alone. And we all have barriers around us, like okay, how I'll go alone, and what I'll do alone, or maybe if this will go wrong or that will go wrong. But when I met, so like, because this all happened like I would say step by step, that I became a part of a community, and there I knew बहुत सारे travelers, and they were traveling solo, and they had crazy stories. And for all of them it just worked out always. Like they had some experiences, like where they had some problems, but it was nothing big. So I was like, if everyone around me is traveling, why I'm so restrictive? So then I, like, it was around 2 years back, and then I thought that I'll start with traveling, whether I get people or not. I'll go solo. If I have friends, that will be better. And that's how it started. And in the last 2 years I figured out that yeah, it was always important to me, but now I'm living that life. So I kind of figured out, okay, finally, that yeah, I think I want to be a musician, but I want to be a traveler, so I would prefer being a traveling musician. I'll do both.
Oh, so you're gonna be doing something in traveling?
Yes. Yes. So the plan is to make it sustainable, because yeah, I'll keep, obviously, I have a deadline. That means I'll save till that time. But to keep it sustainable, I'll travel accordingly, that I can perform as well. Because again, if I will not perform for some time, I become so restless, then that I won't enjoy even traveling. So I know that I need both of them together. So I'll keep doing shows. So it will be kind of a tour also, but a tour which will be completely on my terms, I would say.
Ah, okay. That's great, because the next question that I was supposed to ask is how is this going to be sustainable? So because music right now, indies, when you say indie artists, kind of it's just picking up. The scene is picking up, right? It's not like the rap scene, which is like poof, blown off. So I think there is some time till you start getting a lot of work, and till you start getting a lot of recognition. Because I know if you even 12,000 views or 10,000 views is like peanuts, because I know I have $8 in my account.
That's true. It just, people see those numbers and they think, oh, it's big, but it's not really. And yeah, I would say even numbers don't matter. For me, like, you want the real opportunities, and if you are getting those and you are not getting numbers, that is completely fine.
True, 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 true. So stay true to your objective, and then and definitely growth will be a part of it. That's natural. So you're gonna miss your like professional life, but you're gonna relate to a lot of professional folks out there. A lot of people right now, have got an alternate career, right? You'll see. Shivansh was somebody who has an alternate career. Yeah, Dave, we spoke to last week, yesterday actually. He has an alternate career, but he loves that. He's into music journalism. You have a software. There's a lot of software developers, by the way, who are doing music. Uh,
Yeah, engineers, they always want an alternative career, I would say.
Yeah, why? Because all the engineers are either doing stand-up comic or writing for. So, what are the people who studied writing? What are they going to do?
Yeah, I don't know why the other other graduates are not doing this. I have no idea. I mean, I think they should do it, but engineers generally, like, I think they are not happy with what they learned during engineering, so they want to explore more, because also that during engineering you have lots of time, like, because you have to study only during exams, so all those the other months you are completely free to explore. And I guess people generally give, some of them give time to what they really like, or they start, like, they have developed liking during engineering itself. Because since you have, I would say, out of 4 years you have 3 years completely to yourself. So those 3 years, if you learn any one skill, like, let's say you started doing comedy or music, I think 3 years is a big time. And if you give that 3 years to one skill, you will develop an alternative career.
So, did you develop your skill during that time?
Yes, I started composing songs before engineering. So in school, I made 3 songs. But then during engineering, I actually became serious about music. I learned guitar completely during engineering, and also singing. I started taking singing very seriously. So I became serious in engineering only, and yeah, I had time and opportunities to perform there also. So I think, yes, the main craze started in college only.
Right. The craze name, the development, I think so, started in the college. Like your interest peaked in college.
Yeah, I mean, yes, exactly. I was actually very, like, that time I was like very crazy about music, I would say. Right now I'm more content. Like we say, I'm more experienced. So I have, like, aisa thoda calm. But that time I was like super crazy. I was like doing each and everything that I could do, and whether it's so far fetched, but I will attempt. But yeah.
Yeah. So I think only the commerce students, like folks like me, they have nothing to study about. Like to be very honest with you, like क्या पढ़ने का
Same as engineering, same.
अच्छा लेकिन इंजीनियर से बात करें तो बोलता है अरे मैं बहुत पढ़ के आया मालूम है तेरे को
नहीं, it's all ऐसा hardly. Engineers I know, not no one went college much. They all started like one night before the exam, and all of them got passed. So I don't think that, I would say, not for everyone, but most of the engineers, they didn't really learn much during the college.
So education in generally sucks. So we need to redefine education. That's basically the idea that we get.
Yeah, that's so well needed.
So, one more question, like what you say. So, did you get discovered by MotoJojo during college or during your work time?
So, college was like 6 years ago, and then the next 3 years, I joined a band. Like, it was my office band only. They were great musicians. They were seniors to me. So for 3 years, I was doing commercial music, nothing original, and we had one or two originals, but they were not, like, I didn't compose them or anything. So most of us, but since I was learning music, my purpose was getting cert. But the whole purpose is to learn new every day. That's my goal. So I was learning new things about singing, about music, about guitars. So 3 years went by like that, and after that, there was, since the band, it got broke for some reason, and then there was a break of 6 to 8 months. That time I thought, let's start with original, because I have my guitar, and instead of performing song that I used to do with my band, and I know I'll feel empty, because it's just one instrument now. So I thought, why not give a try to my originals? And that's how I started originals. And within 2-3 months, then MotoJojo spotted me, and that's how things changed. So it was, I would say, in the last 2-3 years things have changed for me, as in terms of independent musician. But the biggest break was Moto Jojo only, and they were quite nice to find me without because I had not released any songs before that. So, and still they gave me a chance, and then they really liked it, and then I went on a tour with them. So yeah, that was a big thing.
Right, man. That's a great community to be a part of, is what I understand when I look at your videos and when you talk about all the work that Moto Jojo is doing. Kudos to them also. Yeah. So did you write Sari Umar way before, or and who produced Sari Umar? Like, did you know production, or कैसा हो गया ये Sari Umar का release?
सारी उमर मैंने बनाया था, like not way before, but few months before the tour. Okay, so when I first performed in Moto Jojo, that was in January 2019, I guess, and मेरा tour था अगस्त में. ठीक है, so I made सारी उमर maybe in June or July, something like that. And so before the tour, and the production was done, like there's a person, his name is Ashish, like I know him through contacts, and he's a great arranger producer. So he helped me a lot. He arranged the song, and I knew some things in my head that I need to have this kind of arrangement, but to make he executed it really well, and he also added some of the other stuff that he thought will sound better. So that's how it all worked. So like I gave him an idea that I want this kind of sound, that these instruments should be there in this part, but then when he did all those, but he added even more sounds, and that was like very beautiful.
Right. The song itself is very, like, the sound of the song is like very, like, feel good, right? And the song in itself is also very good. I think the last time I described, how the song makes me feel. So is that a real experience that you had, and is that based on that?
I'll I'll say no comments. I'll keep it suspense as it is.
Okay. All right. Great, man. So the next thing is, what you say. You already told us, like, this is what you're gonna do in the next couple of years. But अभी ये करने के लिए लॉकडाउन है ना, तो how do you plan to do it? Like, कितने, मतलब, when do you start? Because traveling is like next 3 to 6 months, like a impossibility kind of thing in India is what I see.
Yeah. So, like, even anyway, my, like, before the second wave only, when I set my timelines, I think by that time this COVID will be, I think will be better. The country will be in a better stage because of, I suppose, vaccination also. So I don't think this will hamper my timelines as of now, unless we see a third wave and it makes us all go crazy again, and India does nothing to improve, and like no vaccines and all of this again. That will be sad. But if we have learned any lesson this time, and if we have all kind of vaccinations and everything going on, I think that will not impact my timelines. But and yes, I won't, even if, let's say, if it comes in way, yeah, that will be tough then, because if I cannot travel, like the whole purpose was to get break and to travel and make music. So if I'm not able to do that, then it makes no sense, and even for others. So if that case happens, I'll stick to what I have, and maybe I'll postpone it a little bit to start at the right time.
Okay, great, man. So, मतलब, time लेके आराम से you gotta do it. Like,
I have waited long enough, so I can wait a little longer.
great. So you have the backup and everything that is ready.
I hope so. Yeah.
I hope so. Okay. You actually don't like performing to digital, on a digital medium, which you made it very clear, right? So, so you gonna go back to work, or like, what you gonna do, or will you switch? Because the digital medium is actually picking up pretty fast, and I don't know, some people really love it, but how does this work, man?
So I'll ask you, do you like digital shows?
Uh, uh, Digital shows, I can't.
In term, as a being a musician itself, you can say.
No, man, I can't. Like, I can't. Okay, so another good rebuttal. So it's like, it's like playing to yourself, right? ऐसा Zoom चालू है and you're playing to yourself. You're feeling the music, but the feedback that you get and the elevation that you get, or the feeling that you get, that is not there. So let's say a person is sitting alone in his room. uh, I don't know, मतलब वो live performance का effect नहीं आएगा. I'm pretty sure about it. Yeah, even for me and definitely for the listener, it's gonna be like what's happening. But some people love it, man.
So the thing is ki, no, if you think from, they got like both the perspectives, like pros and cons, is because of live streaming, now you can hear like people who you follow easily, I would say. Like if Salim Suleiman is doing Insta Live, or Arijit Singh is doing Insta Live, that is like huge. And because you don't see them every day, and at least live stream gives you a feeling that they are there in front of you, and they are live, like it's not a recorded thing. So I think it's a good, I would say it's like it should be considered in pros, because people who you follow, they are talking to you, maybe other hundreds of people, but still at least they are doing it live, and you can see their natural thing. But as a musician, yeah, as a performer, I don't think I'll be ever inclined towards doing it like majority of the time. I would always go for the real performances. And but I it's since it's the time is like that there's no other option. Many of the musicians and performers now, because to survive and to keep, you say the show must go on. So just to keep that going, people are doing shows, and I think that is again the right thing to do. You should not just be completely left out. Or if you are 100% sure that you are going to utilize this time, like I know musicians who are very much okay quitting all the social media, and they are like, all these months I'm not going to perform, I'll just learn and improve my skills. And which is again a very good thing to do. Like you have all the time, and so you have both the option. So even for me, I'm not completely towards any of this decision. Like, but let's say you whatever happens, like whatever, maybe it could happen that one night I'm like, I want to quit social media and I'll just improve. So maybe that will also happen.
Okay. So it depends on you. Like you're a true nature boy, man. Kudos to you on that. Now this is the last episode of this season. So my shout out to everybody who's listening is that support indie, and kind of if you like a song, share it, let other people know, comment, talk about it, and let the world know that there is a lot of good music available by independent artists. Is there anything that you want to put out?
I just want to say thanks to you that you are supporting indie music community in whatever way you can. I think each and every effort matters. So what you are doing to indie music community, it's a really nice thing, and I'm pretty sure that it will have a butterfly effect, and all of this will make sense after few months or years, that okay, this has become a big thing, and Dennis John is like the biggest indie music journalist or something, and like we all will be like, I will be like, oh, this guy knows me.
That's called that's called expectations, man.
Yeah, I'm being positive about everything. So I think, if you keep doing this, definitely there's no limit. The most important thing is the intention here. So if you have a really good intention, so I think that will really help.
Yeah, I hope so, man. That's truly the intention, because with $8, I'm not and all this editing work. I'm yeah, so it's just like you, how you're doing music. I'm doing my stuff and my part, and I love music, so I want to talk about it and let people know about it. And thank you, man. Thank you very much. And I'll stay in touch. Keep in touch, and I hope what you say, in the coming days, you prosper and your music picks up and speaks to a lot of people around the world.
Thanks a lot. I hope whatever you are saying comes true. I think we all are kind of happy right now that we are alive, and I think it makes complete sense to everyone to listen to Zinda now.
So you said, it's a great time to listen to Zinda.
Okay, let's do Zinda. हाँ, बातें करी हवाओं से मैंने कई, बैठे जमीन पर तारे यहाँ मेरे करीब, क्या मैं ही यहाँ जिंदा हूँ? हाँ, मैं ही यहाँ जिंदा हूँ। सपने घेरे मुझे, बातें करे मुझसे सभी, ये नजारे चांद सितारे पूछे फिर से यही, क्या मैं ही यहाँ जिंदा हूँ? हाँ, मैं ही यहाँ जिंदा हूँ। पत्ता पत्ता साजिश करता पूछे मेरा पता, पंछियों पंछी गाते क्यों हो मेरे संग सदा, गुनगुना रही हवाएं यहाँ, दूर है कहीं मेरा जहां, ढूंढता है दिल साथी कहाँ, सुनता नहीं कोई यहाँ। है कोई वहाँ जो सोया नहीं मेरी तरह, रातें खामोश हैं पूछे मुझे फिर एक दफा, क्या तुम भी वहाँ जिंदा हो? हाँ, मैं भी यहाँ जिंदा हूँ। क्या तुम भी वहाँ जिंदा हो? हाँ, मैं भी यहाँ जिंदा हूँ।
amazing, man. Amazing. Hair raising, hair raising, hair raising. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Thank you so much, Harish, for bringing Zinda to life once again on this podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I would always want that you are sitting in front of me and then you listen to the song, and maybe we are sitting on a mountain. That will make it perfect.
We'll definitely do this, man. Right. Cool. Take care. All the best. God bless you, man.
Thank you so much. Bye.